Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at this Brookstone 398 MBL. But first, a word from our sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. Brooklyn Bedding has been in the mattress industry for over 25 years, known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality, but without the luxury price tag. They truly deliver the best sleep ever with mattresses custom-made by the best craftsmen in the industry. Plus, if you're in the US, they ship conveniently to you for free from their Arizona factory. They offer different firmness options, heights, and dimensions, even non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. They really have something for everyone. If you've been with us for any amount of time, you know we used to travel full-time in an RV. And when we were on the road, we were raving about RVmattress.com. And that's because our RV was filled with mattresses from RVmattress.com. We had a Brooklyn Signature Hybrid in the master, and our kids had a Dream Foam Essential Memory Foam in the toy hauler section. And that sounds familiar because Brooklyn Bedding is the parent company of RVmattress.com. So when it came time to come off the road and settle down in a house, it was a no-brainer to go with Brooklyn Bedding for the mattresses in our house because we knew the comfort and the quality that they provided. So we reached out to Brooklyn Bedding and they hooked us up with a Sedona Elite for our master bedroom, and our boy Caden got a Brooklyn Essential for his awesome tractor bed. And of course, we brought the Dream Foam Essential Memory Foams from the toy hauler and put them in the girls' room. We know choosing a mattress can be a huge decision. That's why Brooklyn Bedding offers a 120-night sleep trial, and they back it up with a limited lifetime warranty. Brooklyn Bedding delivers your mattress to your door for free anywhere in the United States. Plus, it comes rolled up in a box and is super easy to set up yourself, especially when you cut the vacuum seal and the mattress goes poof. The best part about all this is that Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped from their factory in Arizona. This means they're able to use premium materials at a reasonable price with no middleman to bring up the cost. We love our mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and we think you would too. If you're in the market for a new mattress, head over to brooklynbedding.com. You can check the links in the description below or go to brooklynbedding.com/pavingnewpaths to get 30% off your order with the code PAVINGNEWPATHs.
You think they can hear the squeak?
When the camper's rocking, don't come a knocking.
The salesman is gonna think we're in here trying some things out. We're not. We're just trying to walk.
That's one thing I forgot existed when you travel in an RV.
It definitely gives me flashbacks of always feeling like the floor was moving when you're either walking or, like, say you're sitting on the couch or laying in bed and someone else walks. Like, you can feel it. I had forgotten that feeling until I stepped in this one, and then I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. It's so squeaky out there.
All right, in their defense,
from just this.
in their defense, only the front jacks are down, so it's not as bad as it normally would be.
Okay, I was about to say, it has a lot of move in it. It's my first time in an RV in a while.
I actually like this. I always dreamed of having an RV. So the toy hauler was awesome for us, but I hated the fact that it was a toy hauler because it never felt like you had a dedicated living space. I always wanted a space like this.
Mm-hmm. Where you could eat. You could also have couches for you and your children or your guests. But mostly just so you have a table. Like, we didn't have a table, we just had the bar, and we were always envious of those who had this type floor plan, but we just knew this didn't work with us for full-time living.
I do like that. I do like this. Lots of sitting room, lots of entertaining room, because like when people come over, somewhere for everyone to sit. When people came over for us, we had to sit outside because we had 3 seats and that was it.
Yeah, or it was just everybody was inside standing. So it feels like the leather's gotten better, or the leather has gotten better on the couches. I hope they don't peel the way they used to. They're definitely a lot softer. They don't feel like a plastic pool float. So that's encouraging. Let's see if the things work. Oh, we got massage. Still got light. Heat. That was the one we never had.
It never worked.
Feel a little heat. That could have been nice.
That's actually a really big sink. I like the big sink.
Do you?
I do like the big sink.
There's part of me that likes one basin or one bin. There's part of me that likes it divided. That way if you need to defrost meat, or like if you just want to store your dirty dishes over here, everything doesn't have to be dirty. But I do like the extra depth. I feel like it's a little deeper than ours. I hated our sink. It just splatters everywhere. So you literally have to wipe down everything in an RV sink because it just goes everywhere.
TV right here next to this. I know everybody loves this right here, but when you cook right here, I just want you to know this wall, these blinds, and all this will be 100% covered in grease. And also up there. You turn this guy on and it sucks everything up. So everything up there is gonna be covered in
The good
grease.
thing is there's a little break between the TV and the stove. I've seen some.
But it travels.
Yeah, I've seen some where though it like butts up right to it, and you just think, oh, that's so scary.
And that's mostly why we cook outside, because cooking inside just makes this a really greasy mess.
Yeah, and it just is so hot and so smelly. I do like that it feels like there's extra space. Like ours was very low, so it felt like you kind of had to get in the hole to cook. I don't miss this. Like all the little, everything has to latch really hard and really loud. Like you're not sneaking anything out of the cabinet.
What were you trying to sneak out of a cabinet?
Well, I'm just saying, like if your kids are sleeping or like you want to grab a coffee cup,
So this is
you're
why.
like this in the morning. Not that you haven't already woken them up by walking in the RV, let's be honest.
To this day, I still get in trouble because I don't close doors, and it's because I used to get yelled at for closing doors in the RV, so I would just do this. Well, at our house today, every door I've touched so far looks like that still, because I don't want to get yelled at for making a noise and waking a baby up.
I'm such a yeller.
You scolded me so many times.
I gave him that look, you wake my baby up, we in trouble. I will say, get yourself one of these if you're 5'4" like me, because you're going to use it. That one seems a little sketch, but we're going to try it anyway. Oh, there we go. You're going to use it all day, every day, because everything's up high that you need to reach, and all of your bins are going to be stuffed full probably. So get a nice step stool because you're gonna need it.
What's it like being
This
that tall?
is great. Like with the, oh, we even have a ceiling fan. I didn't even notice. I would have loved to have a ceiling fan because some places we went, the flies were crazy, and I think this would help deter the flies from trying to come inside. I like the tall ceilings in this one. I didn't even realize that because I was over in that. So it's nice. It's nice.
Insignia oven. It looks nice. It looks as nice as the one we had that we never used one time in 3.5 years. We never actually turned it on until one time just to see if it worked.
Yeah, I saw people that take these out and they put their air fryer storage in there or like a crock pot or something. Much better use of space, I think. And then just get you a little tabletop griddle thing, or what do they call these? Cooktop. Put you one on the counter, then you can move it when you don't need it. I don't need one of these, especially in an RV. Everything gets so hot, and the kids like coming over and touching it just scared me to death. So I did not use this, rarely use this.
Under sink storage. Oh, trash can, where it goes. That must be a southern thing.
Ooh.
We put trash cans under the sink.
Let's see what else we got. Okay. This is a pre-owned unit, by the way, so we never know what we're gonna find.
But it gives you an idea of how things travel, because we found stuff everywhere.
This is how things travel. I might not should put these on my head. Get used to things being broken, because things break in an RV.
This is a giant fridge. Look at that. It's got the two
interesting.
bottom door. Oh, it's got latches.
Nice.
Look at this.
That's so smart.
You know, because if that thing comes open while driving, it's going to be terrible.
This
Man,
is
I love the
shed,
double
right?
freezers.
I do too. That's much better.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Much bigger than what we had.
I love this.
That's almost as big as the one at the house.
Ever Chill. Never heard of it, but
I can get behind that.
yeah, it's very pretty. Also,
Pretty, that's what you're going for, just pretty?
I like pretty things.
Well, that looks useless.
I think that's where we stored our foil.
Foils?
I say full. He says foil. This is your pantry, I guess.
Well, we're going to need more.
You got that.
Oh.
Your cereal, maybe.
Okay, so you're in it. That's how much room y'all
Oh,
get.
look. Okay, and then yeah.
You don't seem very impressed by the storage. That's one thing I'm not cool about this.
Where's the?
This is it.
Where are you gonna store your plates?
You're looking at
Are
it.
they gonna fit in this?
They're gonna have to. All right, one strike for the kitchen storage.
Use paper plates. They bend. See what it would actually feel like. Just sit. Let's be honest. We're gonna be over here because our little ones are gonna have to go potty. Well, it's great for Ashlyn because she's not allowed. She doesn't eat with her right hand, so you have room.
It'd be great for the kids. We would still probably sit over there, or we'd have some
Yeah.
bar stools right there.
I wonder why they chose to go white with these. Like, it's the only white thing in the RV. They definitely should have gone black or gray with those, I think.
You want to see if we can talk to somebody about that?
They just stand out a lot. Take all this down. Get your own stuff. Much prettier and more efficient, I think. I don't feel like this.
I will say these things right here are lifesavers. If you're gonna sleep or have like, because these things are so bright. There's so many windows trying to let light in. Those right there, the black ones that we had, literally made it look like we were in the dark all the time.
And whenever the sun would be beaming in, if you pulled them down, they actually did like help with the heat that was coming into the rig. So I say they have a time and a place. I just am not a fan.
I hate what do they call these?
Valance.
I'm not a valance?
Valance,
I was gonna call them balances.
Balance, you probably would. You pronounce everything differently than me. Go get the full from the top shelf over there.
Go change your oil.
Go change your oil, and then take down this balance. Balance?
The valance.
Valance, yes. I'm not a fan of them. We put our own curtains up. We did leave these up just so we could put a spring rod in there, but I think if I did it again, those would come down day one and we would just figure out something else because they take up a lot of space, they get dusty, and they make things very dark.
And she doesn't like valances.
I don't. Welcome to my children's getaway or your office or whatever. This is interesting. 2 doors. I guess because they don't have a lot of space. So if you're not familiar with how a lot of RV doors shut, it's by magnet. So there's 2 magnets here. Beware if you have children because fingers do get caught in them. Put a little piece of tape over it like they've done here. It will help the magnet not be so strong. But just look how hard it is. Like I'm pulling on both doors and on the outside of the door trying to get in. So I don't love that, but it is what it is. So I guess you can put a table in here. You can have a desk. Maybe this is your pantry.
with a sitting area for the pantry? We have a staging area?
Look at all this space. Yeah, I'd probably rip all this out. And just have extra space. Come up with I do like this. It has like a little rod. A couple little drawers. I don't mind the drawers. I just probably wouldn't use that. But this, let's see.
So this is going to be probably sleeping area for 2.
Let's see how I fit.
Oh man, here we go.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Also, buy yourself a helmet if you're going to get an RV because you're going to hit your head and your elbows all the time. Well.
So I'm not fitting up there. If 5'4" covers it. Like
you'll have to sleep sideways, feet off. It's not terrible.
Perfect for a small child.
Yeah, a small child.
Or a small adult.
With a big head. Not good for small adults with big heads. Woo! Okay. Think about when you have covers and pillows and all the things. I'm just saying, it seems like a good idea. I'm not sure it's actually a good idea. This probably makes out into a bed, I would assume. Yeah.
Oh, are you pulling it off the wall?
Well, we're just going to leave that right there, but that probably makes a full bed. If you're just camping for the weekend or for a week here and there, this probably work. If you have kids like us with toys and clothes and all the things, this size room just doesn't do it, right?
It does not do it.
No. For weekends, for that, yes, but
long-term use, terrible.
yeah.
Here's a useful cabinet right when you walk in the door.
It's your entry closet. Ta-da! Complete with hooks for your dog leash, your jackets, your keys.
I'm probably going to build shelves right there so you can
Yeah.
actually store more things. Kids' shoes would go there amazing.
Oh yeah, you could put shoes or baskets for like your cell phone, all the things. Like, I mean, it's a good use of space.
Now you come up here to one of the most useless things I see in every RV ever made. They give you this loft here because they think the kids are going to love it. I'm telling you right now, I know my kids, they'll love it for about 37 seconds and they're going to hate this room.
Holy cow, did anyone ever test the ladder? You can't go on that barefoot. It hurts so bad. Most of them are like flat. I want to go up.
You'll probably be the first person that's been up there.
Oh man, it hurts so bad.
How are you going to get down? Think about your exit plan. Oh man, y'all want to see Alicia get stuck in the loft?
Don't show my feet. I hadn't had a pedicure in a little bit. He almost fell. The good news is I fit a lot better. The bad news is I'm probably gonna sleep right here so that if I accidentally sit up in the middle of the night, I don't bang my head like I just did. This is crazy.
At least you have vents right there so you can be cool.
This feels like you're in a coffin.
Kids would love it.
Kids would love it.
Your guest that's an adult is gonna hate it. Especially if he's been having some campfire drinks and he wakes up here, he's like, what am I doing?
Imagine getting sick and right down the stairs. That would be terrible. I think I'm putting a whole lot of trust. I mean, maybe it's okay. One,
Look,
two. It's got 3 screws.
You know, RV screws are super stout and they go really, really good into things that are strong.
This is interesting to me. They're trying to make it like house texture on the ceiling, and ours was this stuff in the ceiling, but they're trying to make it like a sheetrock ceiling. I mean, it's a good effort, but it's no sheetrock ceiling. Now I gotta get down. You know, give me about 10 minutes.
Oh, really? This is how you're getting down?
Woo-wee. So I've been up there. I won't be going back. That was a one and done type thing. This would definitely be our storage, don't you think?
Oh yeah. We're filling it full of bins, and the thing that we need will be that back corner every time.
Every single time. There is hookups if you want to have a TV up here and things like that. One thing I do appreciate is that you can actually walk through this with the ladder out. Most of them are so like narrow, you're like doing the shuffle, the RV shuffle. Y'all know that dance, right? So I do appreciate that. I do think it is like that because they realize no one's going up there.
Right here, we have all the buttons that she would likely never press.
Yes. You want to know how many of these my kids are going to press though? All of them. All of them. I do not like when these things aren't enclosed like in a cabinet because the kids just get handsy and start touching things, and it's a little terrifying.
Especially if one of them figures out it moves the slide that one's in, they're gonna be like,
yeah, and there's no telling the damage. So that's a parenting problem, but like I do love seeing all of these little panels behind closed doors just to keep everyone safe. I see you.
This is actually a pretty big shower. The shower head, as usual, is below my head. I gotta go like this. But I'm not in the ceiling so bad. Oh, that is so soft. So, when you need to drain it, just stand by the drain so everything goes to you. That way, you don't have water stuck in here. Also, fun fact, if you ever want to know how level your RV is, look at how the water drains in here. This is not bad. This is not bad. This is doable. All your things. This is how y'all do it?
That is not how I do it. I'm a more prop the foot up on the thing.
Oh, you're like this?
Yeah. I do appreciate a nice little sitting area in a shower because it gives me somewhere to put my foot where it's not like up on a wall trying to...
What exactly are y'all doing in here?
I'm doing acrobats, let me tell you. Reaching all the places for all the shaving, it's a lot. I like this, that these are built in for your towels. I hate this. I saw it earlier. Our door went like into the wall.
Yeah.
This, I don't love it.
Oh yeah, and look at the kids. They'll be sending all kinds of things under the door for you. Look at that. Look at that space down there. We'll have kids reaching in to talk to you.
No, because they don't do that anyway. No one's gonna hear you pee pee or poo poo. No one. Not in these thin walls or that big old gap door. No one will hear a thing. It's nice that it has towel storage. Like it's super. You can go. Sorry.
Hey, we're both in here.
Super far back there.
Hi.
Hi.
We're really RV life, and how are we stuck in here?
Look at this.
How do we get out?
Look at this handle. Why do they only give you one finger?
I was about to freak out.
You got counter space. Cabinet space under here. I would encourage you, if you're looking for RVs, open every door because sometimes they're not actually cabinets back there. It's just like a fake cabinet. So know what storage you have. Here's you some toilet paper holders if you need it.
You definitely need it.
You have a pretty good amount of counter space. I know it doesn't look like it, but compared to most, like you have some space. You have space for a hand towel here or here. It's not a terrible bathroom. Now
put 5 people sharing it.
I don't know how we did it. We had so many in diapers. I think that's how we did it. They weren't too interested in this until after the fact. Now showering kids in here, you've got about that much space at the bottom.
So the whole floor is gonna be full of water.
Yeah, so our kids like to take a bath. That we had about that much space, and so we would fill it about halfway, and they love to sit in the bottom and play, but I don't think you're gonna do that in this one. I think you're only gonna shower.
Show me where the magic happens. I do say I already like this better. Look at this. That is actually pretty cool. I don't know what it's cool for, but it's cool that it can do that.
You know why it's not cool to me? I just don't understand the design, because women or people who care about decorating are going to put things on top of this. And after we get it all nice and pretty, our husband's gonna say, hey, where's that belt? Or where's my other wallet? Or where's that? And I'm gonna have to take all the things off to open that. I do love the ones that have it where the whole drawer pulls out for that. So that would be my only thing. Like, instead of up and down, just make me a drawer.
The one thing I thought was cool.
I just
shot right down.
shot it down. That's like
Washer and dryer. Boom. I'm such a good guesser of where things go.
Or clothing storage. If you're just using it for a little use, just use that.
Just use
That's
that.
plenty of space, I think, for what we had, plus drawers. These drawers do look better than what we had.
They're deeper. Ours were just, we had 6 instead of 4.
It's like half only too. Ours were like double the length.
What about this? What about these mirrored doors? How do they slide? Hey y'all. You're not a fan. What's with the mirrors? It's like they're telling you they should be doing something in here.
Stop. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's good storage. This
See,
feels...
whenever you say it like that, it's not good.
No, it is. I'm always comparing it to
It's
what
like you're
we
saying
had.
like your kid. You did a good job. You get an E for effort.
No, I think this is much better than what we had. Ours was like a plasticky type. I never felt confident to like really store a lot of clothes on it because I just thought it was just gonna rip. But this does feel actually like sturdy. This is a bit concerning. There's like screws already coming out.
Screws come out all the time. It's not a big deal.
I don't love the angle thing going on.
Ours
both
actually
of them.
had that too.
No,
you just couldn't see
Yeah, you
it.
couldn't see it. We had like storage back there where we could put more things.
Where's my stuff gonna go?
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, really? The cup holder is So this is not cool, but the cup holder is cool.
I could have brought my Stanley in here and had somewhere to put it. That I don't mind. I'm not a fan of these coming over the bed.
That's where my forehead's gonna hit.
Yeah, into your space because we're pushed apart from kids usually, and that's what our back is going to be into or our face. So those aren't my favorite, but I do love the cup holders.
What's underneath the mattress? How many things did they leave here?
Ugh.
Ooh, good job. None. Although this looks like it's been used a lot. They definitely used that. Ooh, it's okay. And they got the stock struts, so that means they did not put a good mattress on it. In fact, they used the stock one, which is the worst thing they can do. Ooh.
Agreed. I do like when you walk into, I hate that there's a gap. Like, I'm trying to be positive.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna close the door and we're gonna interview Alicia. Here's the door. Hey girl.
Hey guys, I see you. But I was gonna say, here, pass this off to me. When you walk through this door, walk through it, your head doesn't hit the thing that's typically there like it was in ours. Like you would always have to bend into doors so you wouldn't bump your head. So I do like that. Like, why have a door if you're gonna have a 3-inch gap above it?
Look, we're here to camp, not be
2-inch
private.
gap.
We're not trying to be private.
This is true. Yeah, maybe you're not
And
trying to
everything
be
in an
private.
RV is zero privacy, even including like if the neighbors can hear you.
Yeah, I don't think the door having correct, like, all the way to the ceiling and the floor is really going to help you much in an RV because sound travels everywhere, but like...
Do you know why they do that? It's because nothing in an RV is square, and if they tried to make it square, you realize how crooked the door is.
Well, and when it's traveling down the road and it's doing all this, it's not destroying itself as rapidly. If you want to hear Dad snore, get an RV with a gap in the door, and you'll get to hear it all over the RV. Thankfully, you're not a snorer, so we could have this. I mean, it's fine. It just feels, I'll be honest, everything feels really small. Like, I feel claustrophobic in here. I don't know if it's because the air isn't running, but like everything feels like, ugh. Now that we've been in a house and there's nothing in this, like none of our belongings are here. So I just wonder how I would feel in one again. Sometimes the people who come up with the plans of RVs make me do head scratches, because I was just telling Kevin on the way out of this RV, this seems so cool. Like I would have loved to have an outdoor fridge. It seems they fixed the thing where it's not gonna hit the railing here, but the sink, why do we have a sink in a cubby? Like we gotta go wash up, hold on, go into our little cubby hole. I would think this should like come out, don't you?
That's not great. This, however, is tons of room for activities.
Gosh. Now this is where they should put the bed. Look at all this. I can raise my arms. Yeah, this is great storage. I love that it's already like the rubber floor. It's already all carpeted. You have
easy access for all the things.
Looks a lot better. I mean, it's not great, but it looks a lot better than it was. Yeah, easy access. It's lit a little bit. I don't really have anything to knock on this. This was well done.
If you had to buy it today, is this something that you would consider?
In all honesty, it feels, I know I just said it feels a little small, but it also feels really big to be towing down the road. So I think it's a little big.